Good night, everybody. Hope everybody's doing good and in the best of health. Sorry about that. Good night, good night, good night. Good night, good night, good night, Demon, and good night, Christopher. Never go astray. Hey, mama cry, can't take it no more. Such a promise to open the door. Wipe your tears, don't worry no more. Such a promise to settle the score. Papa imas from Dona, belly bang at the Oda. Mama kneel down and pray. 9 months worth of pain, throughout the sun and the rain, hoping for a change. Mama cry, can't take it no more. Such a promise to open the door. Good night, everybody. Don't worry no more. Such a promise to settle the score. I try to print out some new questions and stuff. My ink is finished. No, the ink is not finished. The paper is finished. Like I had like 5 paper left. I thought I bought some the other day, but when you got like 2 grown-ass kids in the house that's going to school and they got to print a lot of assignments, that goes real fast. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. I hope everybody's doing good so far. The weather's finally starting to get good over here in Europe, but it get cold on the nights. And then tonight we go back into day savings. I think the hour at 12 o'clock, it won't be 12, but it will be 1. Yeah, because the clock is going back, going forward. I only could have printed a couple of them, so I'm not gonna lie, I didn't get a chance to go through the question real quick. So I'm picking out the one that I think is the question that I would ask. So yeah. So that's what I'm doing. I only have 1 interview tonight. It should have been 3, and I did put out the messages like 2-3 days ago, just to remind the artists that they have an interview. One of them reacted back and said they will send the information that I need, and they didn't. I didn't have the time to go back and ask them again, and the other one, the message was read, but there was no reaction. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not bad with just 1 interview tonight, so I'm okay with that one. Good night, Heart of Love Queen. Kwana, bless up your damn good self. I hope everybody's fine and doing good so far. Yeah. The only world greatest. Bless up yourself. Santos, bless up yourself, fam. What's good, fam? You alright? I'm just going over my notes real quick, which I'm a bit late with. I should have done that earlier, but like I said, my printer, my papers was finished, so I have to still work with what I got. But this is enough for tonight. Since I only have one interview, that's not bad. Kedaline 2022, bless yourself.
Righteousness alone shall stand. All of the ground is sinking sun. Yeah, man, this is G representing to the world.
Good night, good night, good night. Yeah, man. I wish I had got it bigger when I got it done like 3 years ago. I didn't know how it was going to come out, and when he's finished, I'm like, it's so small. But I think I'm going to go over it and put like a massive one over it, and have this in the middle. I still want that so bad because that shit looks good on my arm. Don't know if it represent the thing that will come from it on. These things belongs to us. It's ours. It's ours. So we gotta off couple more I want to put on. You see, but I still have to do some research on it. I want to just throw every and anything for our body, you see it. But you know what's right. Shauna Sexy King, bless up yourself. I spoke to my artist earlier. I told him I will just go and run some tune before he come on the live. I'll add him in a minute. But for now, I'm just basically running some tunes. You see. I could have swore I had more music, but
This one is for mama, dedicate to mama. For our record, mama cried, can't take it no more. That's a promise to open the door. Why to see
So yeah, this is the thing there is it. Shanko, bless up yourself. It's been a minute. I see you sending me some stuff, and I'll be reposting them back on my status itself. But I need to start putting these stuff that the artist them send me on the main page itself here in on IG. So that's what as soon as the artist them send me the clippings of whatever they're doing, I always repost them back on my WhatsApp status. It's not a problem, but I need to start throwing them also on this page, of course. So yeah. Music was gonna stop. Sorry about that. I don't know. One second, guys. It's about the music is gonna stop because I need to get in touch with the artist. I hope to God that I saved the number in this phone, which I normally do. But like today, I was running mad late. You're gonna see I definitely didn't have the number in this phone. Ooh, that pissed me off. I gotta go over on the IG page here and look for the artist. Tell him that I'm ready. Got him. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just sending a quick message. Luchipu, bless up yourself. Family for life. Gangsta for life. Anyway. Alright. I sent him a message through his IG page. Because the number that I need is actually in this phone. And I can't jump off. So yeah. I gotta do it that way. Shit, and I just deleted out on the phone, you know. Damn. Maybe my damn neck. I'll just go ahead and keep on marking what I was marking as well. See if I still have more time left. Might as well. Let me see if I can add him also over in this page. Let's see if I can upgrade out of phone because it's an active lately, and I'm swear to God, these days they're making these phones the last 2 years, 2.5 max, and then they start giving you problems. Because it's exactly what's happening with my phone. Right now, the phone I type what it want type. I'm typing and it's just ticking away. I'm like, okay, malfunctioning in front of my eyes. Shit. But I'm due for an upgrade anyway, so probably upgraded this coming week.
Hoping for a change. Mama cry,
Come there, so
take it no more. Such a promise to open the door. Wipe your tears, don't worry no more. Such a promise to settle the score. Scrub floor till I ransom, just to get a little income.
Boo Becca, sweetheart, how are you? Living your best life? So just us and what's good in the hood. I hope you're good, sweetheart. I was so enjoying your vacation through. No, I was enjoying your honeymoon through your eyes vicariously. I was enjoying your vacation. Like, oh, I'm like Mexico. Yeah, we gotta give that a go because it's beautiful over there.
Buckle up your bed. So we asking for help. Mama cry, can't take it no more. Jaja promise to open the door. Wipe your tears, don't worry no more. Jaja promise to settle the score. Mama, 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 mama.
Ganja, that bless up yourself, sweetheart. It's been a minute since we chop it up. We gotta do that real soon. One of these days, on a Friday, I'm just gonna go live, and we could just chat it up with several different people about basically every and anything. So, I'm actually, I don't know which day I'm not gonna have an interview. I think I have a birthday party coming up sometime next month. So whatever interview I have on that day, I have to cancel it because it's two party in one, and I really don't want to have to leave the party and go sit in a car and do an interview, run inside, run back out. No, I'm not doing that this time. So I'm just gonna cancel that one, and then take that weekend off because I haven't taken a weekend off for a while. To tell you the truth, not that I'm complaining, but I think it's due now. I think it's about time I take a weekend for myself. It's been a hot minute. And my peoples them already tell me, make sure at the birthday party you don't stop to go do no interviews. I'm like, all right, I know I booked that day, but I still gotta go back in and change the date or book the artist back in for a next interview. And I'm not gonna lie, next month is completely booked out. So is May and about the third week in June as well. But I'm happy that because my kids are born in May, but I'm happy that their birthday do not fall on a Saturday. One is on a Friday, and the other one is on I think during the week. So I gotta plan around their birthday as well. Because we ain't doing no interview. Like last year on my birthday, I did an interview as well. But I couldn't cancel that interview because I think I don't want to lie, I think I had Gaza Kim or I had the twins, Kate Queens. And I decided, hell no, I cancel my artist just because it's my birthday and the party was outside and booming. I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing that shit this year. This year I want to enjoy my party without having to stop and do an interview. Triple Bro, could you tell the artist to join a live? I sent him a message earlier. I spoke to him earlier, twice, a matter of fact, and I'm just running his tunes then. But if he could join the live out, that would be great because his number's actually in this phone when we do the interview pan, so I couldn't jump off just to get the number. And I sent him a message on the other phone. Yeah, up this, you don't know. I'll send a message to the other phone, but also on my other page. So he probably wondering who the hell is this person sending me a message on a different page. So yeah. If you could tell him to join the live, that would be great. Thank you. Also try adding him on this page as well. I actually do love this song, It's called Book of Life. Mystic moving like the pool wind. Serious, I'm not joking. Blessing a flow like fountain. No clear where the bad mind people I shall say. A chapter a day for the journey. Archangels surround me. Jah the king for the army. When I look in the book of life, Jah your word is to me praise. Sorry, my bad. To be praised, you can keep your distance. Oh my war in a response. When I look in the book of life, silence in my day. Miss DJ Tina in the building, my big bad female DJ. Chibat. Corona just can't have everybody not doing what they normally used to do, but DJ Tina, bless up yourself. My personal female DJ that plays everything. Chibat. And one of these days I'm gonna go live with her and let her do her thing. So Clementine, when you're good and ready, DJ Tina, I'm gonna go live and you just do your thing on my page and show the world say about it like that. It's been a minute, huh? Corona, just come on. Shut up. CT Diamond in the building. No, tonight I'm a good friend. Am I liking? CT, do you want to go live with me a minute till the artists come on the live? Okay, the artists gonna come on a minute. So, Triple Bro, thank you. But in the meanwhile, TT, if you want, we could go live if you're up and ready. If not, I'll just wait for. Oh, my sister is calling me. Good night, sis. I'll pick it up because you're calling. Oh my God. My sister ain't playing. Like, I thought you wasn't gonna pick up because I'm watching you. Love you, sis. Oh, God. I got the best sisters in the world. I swear to God. Hands down, I got the best sisters. The craziest thing, I am the youngest one from our dad's side. And he got, what, like 8 or 9 kids? And I am the youngest. But sometimes I feel like I am the oldest. And then, yeah, it is what it is, man. Yeah, wait for the next one. I wonder how she not coming after this. I like me to you, Avan. Send it, come give me. That would be Charmaine. Like this. I like me to you, Avan. When you send the things, then put it in the barrel, put it in the box. Like, okay, sis, I will. Oh, God. I think she's working because it's a wonder she's not on the live. And then she's going to call me tomorrow or later and say, how come I didn't see you on the live? I'm like, girl, you was working while I'm live. She's probably still working. Because what time is it in New York? After 5 for you guys? Or after 6? Or what? 6 hours ahead. So it'll be 5 o'clock for you guys in New York, yeah. Okay, the artist is on the live. Let me go ahead and add him. Alright, the artist on the live will just send it. A request. I hope you get it. Okay, why is it not popping up? G, I send you a request. If you could accept it and join the live, that would be great.
Righteousness alone shall stand. All of the ground is sinking, son. Yeah, man, this is G representing to the world.
Good night, G.
Mystic moving like the movie. Serious, I'm not joking. Blessing a flow like fountain.
He's trying to accept me because I see coming in. But it's not connecting. I don't know. I don't know. When I look in the book of life, tell your word to be praised. You can keep your distance. Sending each other requests. It's coming in from my side. It's coming in from his side. But it's not connected. I don't know what's going on. All right, there we go. And the music is right on time as well. Good afternoon for you. Good night for me. How are you doing?
Hey, greetings.
Greetings. You good?
Yes, so far.
Okay. All right. Well, you don't know
How
how
are
to
you?
we're here to just flush and dash an interview. Let
Yes.
the world know who you are from over this side, of course, and introduce you to my fans as much as I get introduced to yours. If you don't mind, like telling my followers who you are, and I will take it over from there. Just introduce yourself.
Well, my name is G Ray, a reggae artist out of the beautiful island of Jamaica. And I sing positive music, uplifting music, music to touch the soul, the mind, the body. So I'm on this musical journey. So that's the little about me for now, until you ask the rest of question.
Okay, that's good enough for me. So, guys, this is the artist G-Ray. I got introduced to him via Triple Bro that's also on the live. I have done I've done an interview with, I think, about four of his artists or people that he's working with, including his brother last week, which is Little Kirk. Great
Yeah,
interview. That man still had me cracking up. Even the other day, I was watching the interview. I was just cracking up. Like, yeah, these are the type of interview I like. Um,
lovely.
so you don't mind if I call you G, right?
No, that's okay. That's my name.
Okay, I don't know. Some artists want you to call the whole entire name, and I think G. Okay, cool. So G, let me ask you this, yeah? How long have you been in the music business? What got you
Over
started
two
in the first
decades.
place?
Over 2 decades.
Oh, 20 years. Okay.
Yes, man. Been a long while. Long time coming.
Okay. So what got
Yeah.
you started? Why did you decide to make this your career, make it into your job? Because it's a job.
Okay, well, it's not about what I decided. It's just like what I feel in the spirit. So it's like, I would say, like the music choose me. So it's not actually you decide to be a musician. You just find yourself doing music from ever since from a tender age. So you find yourself feel comfortable with it and find yourself at peace, find joy out of it. So you realize, well, the most I choose me to do music.
Definitely understand that one. And and
Yeah.
and how was your support system when you decide to venture into this world? How was your support system home? How did your family think about it? What do they think? There goes my other sister, guys.
My support system was good at home, and even close friends and family support system was good. They always say, wow, you're really gifted and talented, man, continue to do it and so forth. So support system was good until I venture further in the world and think people accept it nicely. So I realized that is my destiny.
Okay. All right. Do you think since you've started from 20 years ago compared to now, what have you learned about the business? What have you changed? What did you start out with, and what are you doing now to make you into the artist that you are today?
Well, to be honest with you, there's no change for G-Way because I start off with righteousness and still keeping on that positive platform. So it's not like I start out doing corruption or negative music and then I change to positive. From ever since, from the get-go, I always try to keep it clean and positive. But I learned a lot of things in this music field. I learned that people are not 100% genuine and you have to know who to really. Some people will say, yes, man, you sound good and they're going to give you a strength, but they realize that they are not the way they sound. You understand?
Yes, I
They are
completely.
just, yeah, they're not supportive. It's like a two-mouth cutlass thing. So I learn a lot as I go along. So I have to keep my circle small. So people who really accept me for the music and thing and really give me a strength. Yes, they are the people. They are my support team. So I lean to people like that.
Okay, and that's the way it's supposed to
Yeah.
be. Um,
Yes.
okay. Do you consider yourself an artist that um should be up there with some of the big names since you've been in the business quite a while, and I'm sure you have done a lot of collaboration with various artists if you have. Do you think the music industry treated you fairly?
Well, to be honest, I would say no, but still have to say, well, nothing don't happen before the time. So I
Definitely.
guess now is my time. It don't really matter from when you start. You understand? God time and man time are different. So maybe within myself, I say, well, I should probably break out for probably 10 years ago or 15 years ago, but the Almighty said, no, I'm just holding it to prepare me, you understand? Because the older you get is the more wiser you become. So I feel like if I get the break now, my head are more steady, more strong and
Yes,
everything, and I'm more focused and know what I'm moving towards. So I guess now is the right time. So
definitely.
no complaint.
All
Yes.
right. as a veteran, because you are a veteran, 20 years ain't something to play with. Because 20 years ago, I was 13. So, so
Yes,
let me ask
man.
you this: what message or what advice would you give to these young upcoming artists right now in the business that's actually trying to, yeah, venture into this career? What advice would you give to them?
Well, my advice to these young upcoming artists now is to tell them the best way to go is to keep positive. Try to make the music be of some substance. Try to make the music be uplifting because that's the only music gonna be live on that you can actually gain a pension from it and from generation to generation, like the great Robert Bob Marley from back then. You know, you can follow that man pattern and even some great other ones still and see where their music still live on, and even though they pass on so long, it still seems like it's yesterday. So I would tell these young artists to keep positive and focus and do good music that can live on from generation to generation.
Definitely, definitely. That's the best way to go. All right. Uh, uh, Let me ask you this, yeah? Which artist would you say you, I wouldn't say look up to, but you admire, you got respect for within business since you started till now, that you still hold the same respect for them then and even now? And again, you don't have to call an artist name if you don't want to, but if you want to, you could go ahead. I know, bless up yourself.
Okay, well, there's a lot of artists I really look up to from then till now. But I really admire Luciana still, and I love how he keep it positive, and he's a very down to earth person. So I feel proud to big up Luciana on that one.
Okay, okay. Can't go wrong on that one at all. Um, what is the best advice you have ever gotten from one of your peers that you still use up till today?
Well, sometime even till now, sometime they will just come out to me and say, "Gee, you're a star, man. You're a superstar, and the sky is the limit, and just keep doing what you're doing." And they give us so much good comments, man, that sometimes I say, wow, even since there, one of my peers call and say, boy, whenever I talk to you, uplift my spirit, and you're always positive and down to earth, and you always have some good advice and things. So that lift your spirit, man. That's that whatever you're doing, you're touching someone's life. So that's very, very good and really commended. So I really appreciate that.
Definitely. All right, G. Major question, and I ask every artist this every week. If you could change anything about this industry, what would it be that you would like to see changes to come, and why? If you could change anything in the industry, what would you want it to be?
Well, if I could change things in this industry, first and foremost, I would like to give artists who have positive music out there a chance. And I would like to change up the radio station that they play more positive music. That's what I would do. And I would let for instance, the government play a more part in this music, and not just to scrape from it, but to invest in it, and more private sector and support to invest in it,
Definitely.
and uplift good music, positive music. So when the artists with the negative music realize that they are lifting up positive music, then I guess they will change and try to do more positive music. So that's
True.
what I would do.
True. That's a great answer, because I think if Jamaica would really invest into the reggae dancehall that the rest of the world is making millions off of,
Yes,
it
yes.
would be best for Jamaica. I'm telling you, because right now, as the world knows, and everybody as a musician knows that, and if you don't know, I'm going to tell you, like they literally drop the reggae chart from the American thing that they do every year. So it's like,
Yeah.
okay. And here in Europe, and I said it last week or the week before that, I said it where I'm telling these guys, like, y'all need to change, don't change the authenticity of the music, but change
Yes.
the way you work with the European promoters and artists and stuff like that. Because right now they're trying to like X out the Jamaican artists and put
Yes.
in most of the Afrobeat artists and anything that have a reggae dancehall flow to it, but not the original reggae dancehall artist. If you understand what I mean,
Yes.
they're
Yes, I
literally
realize.
trying to cut out the main person and switch over to the middle person or even other person. When
Yeah.
even
That's not good.
Afrobeat, that shit came from us. All of that came from
Yeah.
us. But because the
Yes.
Jamaican artists, they're at a point where I'm not gonna lie, the promoters do not want to work with y'all no more. And not even the reggae artists, more like the dancehall artists. And I'm in it
Yes.
and I
Yes.
hear people talking and I hear them saying this and I'm thinking, it's so sad. It's really
It's
sad
very sad. Very
that
sad.
the thing that came from us, the reggae, dancehall, soca, all of that shit belongs to us. Even the fucking rap, sorry for the
Yes.
curse by the word, even the rap music, all of that shit came from us. And this
Yeah,
year,
the part from
everybody gets
us.
a pick off of it and I make millions, and where it comes from, they
Yes.
ain't even
Yes.
seeing a dollar out of it.
And we are the
It's
roots.
sad. It's
We
sad.
are the root of this thing. Yes.
And it all comes down to those country or those promoters, those record labels. They're ready to sign anything else that's on reggae and dancehall, but they don't have to be a reggae dancehall artist. It's
Yes,
stupid.
that's true. That's true.
It's really
It's very
stupid.
sad, man.
It's very sad when you think about it. But anywho,
Yeah. But all we have to do is all we have to do is unite. You know, that is the problem.
but
We
for all
divide
the
all over the
years,
world.
even Bob Marley was begging for his people to unite, and we're almost
Yes,
years
if we
further,
unite, we are
and we're still
powerful.
not.
Yes, if we unite, we are so powerful.
Oh, you don't want to know. Power ain't even a word. We are
Yeah,
next to godly if we come
definitely.
together as this little Caribbean island that the world loves and adore, and not only the island, but the people, the culture, and everybody else again making millions off of this flag over here, and we
Yes,
shit off of it. And it's
that's true,
sad.
man. Very sad.
Jamaican at times when we wake up, simple as over here we got a festival called Bumbleclad Festival. Sorry for the bad word, but that's the name of the festival.
Yes, yes.
Make
I hear about it.
thousands of dollars every summer. Okay, we've been locked down for
Yes,
the last couple of years due to Corona. But while we was up and running, Bumbleclad Festival is making thousands, maybe millions. And
yes,
at Jamaica, we couldn't even name one festival like that without the proper people telling you the word
yes,
is inappropriate. So why in
yes.
the
Police will
world
lock me
can
down.
you fill with name and fill with slang and fill with flag and reggae dancehall behind it and making millions, but we can't do that where it's originate from? But I guess
Too
I'm
much, too
stupid.
much, too much red flag, man.
It's stupid, like I said. I guess we need a bomber clap festival in our own country itself and make the people from all over the world come
Real
here.
talk, definitely. Yes, man, real talk.
Europe is big, so imagine people coming from every likes of works of Europe, Belgium, Germany, Switzerland, Spain, you call it, you name it, coming to the Bomber Clock Festival when it was up and running. Like, come on. What are we doing wrong as a people? Or is it not us but the bigger heads? I'm not really afraid to talk about the bigger heads. And my sister would I tell me, don't do
Now, man, you have to keep the fire burning, man.
my sister's like,
Cannot be
don't talk
silent,
about them
no.
people in your life. But I ain't calling no name. I'm just saying the bigger heads, they could be anything because the bigger heads ain't the bigger heads because the most high is the bigger heads. But hey,
Yes.
anywho, since you started in your career, is there any musician you have mentored, given great advice, even singing lesson, how to write, how to lay a track, since you started so far that's big within the industry right now?
No, I don't have anyone that I mentor as that, but I sure know that I have friends that I really try to take time out to show them, to teach them like lines and sometimes with the lyrics, sometimes by how to write the rhythm and all of that. So I do a lot of things, whatever I can do to help.
Yeah.
with rhythm wise, tuner wise, whatever. I do what I can, but unfortunately, they are not really big
That's
as
big.
so to speak, but they are climbing.
But who knows? Who knows? Like today I feel on next week I mine. It is what
Same
it
so,
is.
yes, yes. Yeah, man, the
Um,
sky is the limit, and
it most definitely is. And the skies have no limits.
have no limit, yes.
Okay.
Universe, man.
What has been one of the hardest challenges that you have ever went through since the quarantine kicked in, since the whole COVID? Because thanks to Putin, him kind of put a stop to COVID. Respect to yourself. The man stopped COVID in our tracks. And it was, what's been one of the hardest challenges for you since the quarantine kicked in, since the whole entire COVID thing kicked in?
Well, the hardest challenge for me since the whole COVID thing chipped in still, I was actually coming from studio and I almost have to walk it home because the taxi man them, I would say cheaper the fare. So
Yes.
and them time the lockdown was only 7 o'clock.
Okay.
Was only 7 o'clock, and it's like when you reach a certain destination, what they're charging you, arm and a leg. So one at the time I even decide, say, no man, we can't pay this to go home. Might as well walk it home. So I find they negotiate a little bit, and even though I was pissed off still, but I decided, so well, I have to reach home and the journey is far, so might as well pay the money. But I was so, may I tell you, was
Well,
so mad because I realized that it's like we black people tearing on each other because it's like the same taxi man that they travel with on a daily basis. So just because this whole COVID thing, they take it as an advantage
all right.
and trying to actually cripple us. So
It
I
did. It
was I
did.
was really upset, man. I was really upset.
But that's the thing. It wasn't even alone in America or in Jamaica. It was everywhere. Everybody went there with their price up. Let me give you a joke like last week. A normal taxi fare that would have cost us €10
Yeah.
to go from one point to the next. Last week we went out and the fare went up to €30. We're like, €30 for what? And the first thing they're
Yes.
like, listen, gas price gone up. I'm like, we used to pay €10 to go from to the city to the other place where we need to go. So why all of a sudden it's
Wow.
€30?
30, yeah.
30, they already put €20 on that shit. And what do? You gotta get home. So you're gonna pay it.
Yes, yes. It's very sad, man.
It's
Very
ridiculous. It's ridiculous when you think about
ridiculous
it.
at first.
All right, G. Do you play any instruments? Or have you ever played an instrument on, or is there an instrument that you wish you could have played?
Well, I haven't played any instrument, but from a tender age, I always loved the guitar. So I even have a small one now and trying to teach myself, but I gotta get some professional teaching. But I really love the guitar. So
Okay.
that's what I really would love to play.
All right, all right. Is there a particular artist within the industry that's come in your path of junior career that you could say, you know what, I appreciate what you have done for me. If there was such an artist that ever like highlight you in their music or collaboration with other artists that you think that you know what, this artist is genuine. This is a genuine person that's always been real to me since I've started.
Well, I still would have to come back to Luciana because we was actually at a show together a couple of years ago, and Eddie Fitzroy was there, and Luciana, Abidjan. I was doing my thing, and Luciana like get up from his chair and come up and take the mic and ask me my name, and he said, and I told him, and he said, "Boy, you're doing good, and we do a whole back star, we bus star and so forth." And then I even give me his number afterward, and we start to keep contact. But somehow I lost his number, so I would say it's genuine because he come up and he take the mic and he make the world know that I'm a good
Right.
singer. and so forth. So I really have to give it up to Luciana for that again.
Definitely, definitely respect. Luciano, bless up yourself. Um, how do you deal with anxiety if you having a performance to do on a major stage or even a club appearance? It doesn't matter, or could be a wedding. How do you deal with the anxiety, the stress, the butterfly in your stomach?
Yes. Well, anxiety for me, I don't know how to deal with it still, but it just come normal. So sometimes you're about to do a performance or like in this interview, I was a little bit shaking. You get
No
what I'm
need,
saying? I was a little
no
bit
need.
shaking, but just by talking to you and holding up vibes and things, then you realize that everything come normal. So that's how it is for me because I'm not like an alcoholic person or I don't smoke or anything like that. So you know that some people say, yeah man, I'm gonna split for a drink or give me something to calm down and
Well,
thing.
most of the
But for
time, they
me,
are budding a split while they're doing their interview.
but for me, you know, as I said, I'm a natural person, so maybe it just come natural to me. So by talking to you now and holding up vibes and thing now, everything just gelling. So
I mean, that's stuck up
that's
in
pretty
the
much
way.
it for me.
I'm
Yeah.
genuine as they come. You will never see me being stuck up or making an artist feel some type of way. That's not me. And I ain't the strict
Yeah.
type. If you want to cuss any kind of clap is up to you. I don't care.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, man, I actually
If
feel
you
that
want to
too
drink
right here.
smoke, I don't care. Like it's your interview. You're the artist. I'm just doing my job.
Yes, yes. And you're doing it good, very well.
Thank you very
Professionally.
much. All right, let me
Yes.
ask you this. Have you done any frequently flying away from your family, from your loved ones overseas or in Europe, like anything like that? And how did you deal with traveling, being away from your family extended time? Navino, bless up yourself. Navine.
But one time I ever leave this island and it was a sad moment because my mom passed away in Bahamas. So I went for the funeral service and spent a little time with family member and so forth. But otherwise from that, I'm always here. But I'm looking forward for that to change soon.
You don't know, put it in the universe and it will
Yes.
happen. Um, what do you do if you have a performance, yeah, and the audience seems like um they're not in tune to your vibes, to your music, and you yourself is being nervous on stage, of course. How would you go about handling that? And have you ever forgotten your lines during to a performance?
Well, I go about handling that because actually I've got experience before. So first of all, people them say, well, we don't know your song. Because basically, you know, even if a song playing on the radio, it's like it's not that popular. So they don't know it. So sometimes it's a good thing when the audience not shouting out and things because they actually relaxing and actually learning, meditating and so forth and learning the words and things. So sometimes it's good so long they're not booing you.
That's
As they get
it.
off the stage, you're singing crap and things. So it's a good thing. So I try to interact with them, try to ask them questions, interact, say a little thing and try to build up vibes and go along. Yes, sometimes you do forget a line. Yes, because you're not perfect, your brain is not
It's
computer, but
normal. Even the best of them.
you try your
Yes.
best not to make it be obvious. You try to because you know your song, so you try to even if you have to skip that line and get up to the other one or wheel up or something. You get what I'm saying? So you have to try to be a superstar and you're performing and to suit the audience. So you have to. It's your job, so you have to try to do it well.
Definitely. That's true. That's true. All right. What role have the earlier music and what early going back to 20, 25 years ago, how much of impact have that had on your lives then compared to the type of music that's being produced now? How influential is the music back then compared to now to you? Because everybody got their own point of view of what they like and what they don't like. But to you,
Meaning the song that I sung from then till now?
No, not per se your songs, but
Oh,
songs from the
the
early.
industry.
Yes, yes,
Or
and
the industry.
how
Okay.
influential have it been, not just to you, but your surroundings
The
compared to
society,
the
okay.
crap they putting out. Sorry to say that.
Okay, yes, reality. Okay, to be honest with you, the song that they put out back then, I would say it more connect to the people, it more have a message. Even even actually the rhythm, the instrument
That
from
one
back then
drop,
is
that one
different
drop,
now.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
original guitar, live rhythm, and all of that.
yeah,
So it's more like it's more coming from the roots from
yeah.
back then. But it's like no, most of the music watered down because everyone, as long as they have a laptop and think they say they are a producer, as long as they get a laptop and a mic, some man say, yeah man, I'm a superstar, so they do everything in their closet.
Yeah.
So some of the music that they don't know supposed to keep in the closet, but somehow it gets out there and creating a star, man. If you don't mind, Sharp, it about it all to overthrow the good
Trending.
music.
It's trending.
Yes, it's trend. Yes, yes.
It's
So
trending.
I would say the music back then more substance and more uplifting,
Yeah.
something that give you a joy. Sometimes if you have a sad moment and you hear some of them songs and you just sing along, it's just melody and everything, like melodious, everything like that. But music that they put down now, I would say it's crap. But still, you still have good artists now who are trying to keep up the music. You have some
But
good
would you
artists now, even
agree?
some young artists now, you
Would
see that they
you
are trying, so you have to give crap to them.
would you agree that, and again, we have to we're going by generation after generation, because if we check the generation of ska and all those dance and songs back then for grandma, that was good for that era. And then
Yes,
their kids had a different era that would have come back to the soca and the deep dance on the deep reggae, and then you have those kids would have been me, because we're going back 3 generations, and my
yes, yes.
brothers, and then we was brought up on the Admiral Bailey, the Shabba, the Beanie Man,
Yeah,
and then you got our kids that's been brought up on
yes,
the Skilly Bang, the Popcorn, the Vibes Cartel. So you
yes.
can't really depict that era is better. It's just that the music evolved with generations of kids and family. And who am I to say that the songs you're putting out is crap when our kids is digging it? They love it.
Yes, yes,
They're
they're loving it.
trending. So it's like we can't really take away from the new era, and me and me not
Yeah,
like it, because we can't even play it at a wedding at our grandma's 90th. We can't even play
that's
it
true.
for our parents to hear because it's too ranchy, it's too hardcore. But then again,
Yeah,
my kids and their friends don't listen to nothing but the hardcore dancehall and everything that's ranchy, because this is the era we're in. We can't take it away from them.
yeah,
May not like it, but that's what they're listening to. And
yeah, man, that's
again,
a
we're
reality.
not support most of the songs that's been being put out, especially the one that degrade female or promote violence. And me not gonna listen to one song and the man say, "Oh, they will kill my neighbor," and then they will go out and kill my neighbor. And
No, no, no.
most politicians, and I can't speak for the rest of the world, I can speak for my country, the two
Yeah,
brothers I grew up in Ocean, Jamaica here, that you can't blame an artist for putting out a song. Maybe the song do have certain influence, but me never hear nobody listen to one song and decide to them go to the door kill off a whole entire people. That's in you. That's who you are. That's what you want to do.
yeah,
I
yes,
listen to Gunman tune, me listen to Badman tune, and some of them body
yeah.
blows on skirt, but it doesn't depict who I am. It doesn't take
Yeah,
away
still no
from
influence
how
to
I
do
raise my
anything.
child. Exactly.
They still have to have your own mindset.
But then the government just keep on thinking, because I was watching somebody put out a song this week. I can't remember who it is. I'll have to go back and check. It's not even important. But it was about somebody saying, "Oh, the music is doing this and the music is doing that and the music is so involving the younger generation. It's causing corruption in the country." No, The music ain't causing rupture nowhere. The people are causing rupture.
That's true. That's true.
Music not kill nobody. Cause me can't sing a gunman tune and me never tell you if you got to take up a gun and kill nobody. You chose to do it.
Yeah.
That's what you want to do.
Yeah, man, it's a choice. It
It
all
is
boils
a
down to a
choice.
choice, and
But
that's what they
the
choose.
whole thing came down to where we got generations and evolving of music, and we can't take that away from the Skilly Bang and all them other big artists just know what to me we just sound like a bunch of nines. That's just that's
Yes, man, that's reality.
that's just me saying that. But anywho, all right. I thought just ask you that question. Uh, um, are you from a musical background? How are you the only musician within your family, or aunties, uncles, mom, grandmas? Is there any other musician within your family?
Well. I grew up and near I have an uncle who used to DJ and all of that He used to go on sound and DJ and so forth. So, and I heard about a cousin who have in Canada also who do music. So I would say I'm not the only one. But so far I'm the only one that I know of now who trying to take it professional. So
Okay. All
yes.
right. Have you done any collaboration within your career, that since you've been in the business? Do you have any collab out there?
No, unfortunately not as yet, but I'm working on one in the near future.
All
I
right.
don't wish to say it now, so it's gonna be a surprise.
No, you don't have to disclose that because certain things, if you don't want the world to know, they just gotta be
Yes,
like
yes.
just like everybody else. But
Yes, man, it's gonna be a surprise.
if you could tell me, not the one that you're working with now, but is there artists that you would love, even back then, to have done a song with, that you didn't get to do with on even now that you want to work with the artist? Could you like tell me which artist you would have loved to work with back then?
All I like to do a collab with.
Yeah,
Wow, there are so many artists, but I would give Lucian the first choice again.
definitely. Definitely.
So
Definitely.
so I'll vote going for Lucy, you know?
Okay. So,
Yes.
do you write your own songs?
Yes, yes.
Could
I
you
was blessed.
could you explain to me how you go about, like, the process of you writing a song, putting it on pen and paper or recording it in your phone, whatever way, if you're old school like pen and paper? How is that process like? What is it like?
It's a hard process, because first of all, sometimes
Yeah.
when you get a beat, you have to actually listen to the beat, and it's like the beat talking to you within your cranium. So when you listen to the beat, it's like it's like sometimes a song that's come to you, but then again you might say no, say I don't like this, and then you might do a little changes and all of that. And sometimes it might take you weeks because sometimes you keep changing. But then again, you might say, oh, say, this song come like it's a mama song. So it's like you listen to it and you say, it's a mama song, this though.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it just comes to you, you take your time and put in words together. Sometimes it might come like it's a revolutionary song, and this have to burn, this one is to burn out Babylon, or to defend the youths or something like
yeah,
that. So
yeah.
sometimes it comes to you like that, and you take your time, and it just come natural. Cause like from you hear the beat actually saying something to you, like the beat talking to you and say, yeah man. So that's how it go for me.
Okay. Could you tell us a little bit about your childhood growing up? What was that like? Um, I don't know which parish you're from or which city growing up as a child from you started going to school to the point where you were a teenager and decided this is what I want to do as a musician. How was that process like? What was you growing up like? What was it like?
Well, I was born at them say Kingston Jubilee Hospital, because I already spent a little time in Kingston with my dad and so forth until at a tender age they brought me up to my grandparents. That is where I'm at now. That is Alman in St. Catherine. I live a district in St. Catherine named Alman. So that is where I really grew up and started school and all that. So I grew up with grandparents and uncle, auntie, so forth, cousin and all of that. So it's like a family household and thing. And oh, my grandparents now they are farmers. That's how they live. My grandmother used to actually go to the market to sell the
The
produce
goods,
and
yes.
so forth. So I actually grew up like going on the farm, sometimes helping them like moving the cow and
Yeah.
going for water like down by the river. So I really grew up as
Hands-on.
a yeah, I grew up rough. I never grew up easy. I understand. Yes, man, growing up without electricity until after a while, you get electricity at home and the
Yeah.
back lamp and all of them things the same way. So I grew up, I would say I grew up in old school. So I know all about it. So I grew up as a old school, old school. Even used to go to school sometime without shoes. So I
Wow.
know all of that. I know all of
Wow.
that. You get what I'm saying? So I grew up rough and so forth. So, even when I grew up growing up, that like on Friday, Mama said, no school for you on Friday, no brother. You have to go on the farm.
Oh
So
Lord.
we are so them time hard they get hard to go to school like on a Friday. So on a Friday, it's definitely is farm and so
Yeah.
forth. And we grow up and you have to have manners to everyone, every adult,
Good
not
morning, good
just
afternoon, good night.
parents. Yes,
Good
man. Can
morning, Miss Pam.
if
Good morning, Mr. Joe. Them you don't know nothing about
yes,
that.
never grow up, you have to have manners, not only to papa or mama or uncle. Whenever you meet any adult on the road, you have to greet them.
Yes. That's
And
right.
in those days, any adult could beat your bottom.
I said that to my daughter. She's like me like, nobody gonna hit me. They're not my mom. They're not my family. Why would I let them hit me? I'm thinking, you don't even understand. Even a man don't hit
Yes,
you.
yeah,
Gonna whoop
man.
your ass and you can't ask me.
Yes.
You
Any
can't,
adult could beat your bottom, man.
you
Any
can't
adult, as
tell
long as
these
you
kids
long
that
as
they
you're
are.
out of order.
The first thing
So
my
that's
daughter
the way I
said,
grew up.
they're not my family. Why would the neighbor down there beat me? I'm like, back in the days, the neighbor could have whooped your ass. And you better pray to God you don't go home and tell your parents, because that's the next ass whooping
Yeah.
waiting for you when you get home.
Yes. So actually, I went to Almanila. I started off at basic school, Almanil basic school, then to Almanil All Age, to Judah High, and that's it. I go up to all the way to grade 9, and that's it. That's it for me in school. But by going to school in my early days, we used to like DJ, beat the decks and all of them things. Them, have a little
Yeah.
friend, them, little DJ contest and all of them things. So from going to school from a tender age, that's, the music just come together just the same. I was just holding a vibe, going to school concert here and there and all of that. So when I leave school now, you say, yeah, man, you're ready for the work. So you just keep doing it same way. So,
Definitely, definitely.
and now here I am, still doing it.
Okay, D, describe the type of music that you make to me, to the people that don't know you here in Europe and that, because that's the thing. Sometimes I explain to the artist, don't worry about the views that's in front of you.
Yeah.
Because as soon as I hang up, I could see that there was 100 people that check out the interview. There's not 100 people watching, but there was 100 people that clicked on it and was watching it for a second for the statistic to be recorded. So don't watch the
Yes,
three
yes,
people
yes,
that
yes.
you see on there. And like I said, sometimes after the interview, you got people that go back on my page and watch the whole entire live. So
Yes,
don't
yes,
worry
yes.
about that. What I want to ask is, yeah, just to me, describe the type of music that you make to me and the people that don't know you. Describe the type of music you make.
Yes. The type of music that I make is, if it don't positive, if it don't have a message in it, then I don't bother with it. Because the type of music that I actually made is not just for me. I really make music for people. Because if it was just only for me, then I would just probably stay in my little quiet home and just do music. I wouldn't think about sharing it to the world. So whenever I write a song, I think about people, not just about my situation
Yes.
that I've been through or whatever I learned, but situation that I learn about people. I know people complain and the struggle that I see people being through day by day. So that's how I really come about with my music. My music is for the people, and my music is spiritual music, music that you can learn from, music that you can hold up vibes, music that you can relax to and groove you. So my music is spiritual music to connect you to the spiritual self. So that's what my music is.
Definitely. Is there a point in your career? Because again, 20 years ain't something to play. Is there a point in your career where you felt like, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. This is not for me. I'm just going to give up the whole thing and throw the towel in and call it a day.
Yeah, to be honest, sometimes you feel like you don't give up still, because it's like you love the thing and everything, but you love the music and everything, and you keep it positive. But at the end of the day, you're only human, and you're in it so long and thing. Some people that say iron balloon, them thoughtless still,
No,
So
but
iron
we
balloon.
don't even live by that motto. We don't live that like that motto. Somebody has wrote earlier about
Yeah,
Sister Nancy that 30 years later she's just starting to make the money that she was supposed to make 30 years
yes,
ago. So iron
yes.
balloon is a thing that I don't want to hear about it. Today's
Yeah,
success
some
for
people.
somebody else may not be your success, but you could be
Yes, 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 yes,
50
yes.
and 60 and you get the bus where you deserve. And
True
all of a
that,
sudden
true
you're
that,
at
true that.
50 and 60 and you're touring the world. And like my
That's
friend
true,
wrote
that's
before,
true,
which is Ganja Doc, she wrote, look at
that's
Sister
true.
Nancy just getting the
Yeah,
recognition and just being paid 30 years later. Come on.
that's true, that's true.
Come
But
on.
in but yeah, but in this music career, as I say, I'm only human. So sometimes
There you go.
you feel like because you've been through so much disappointment and all of them things there. So
True.
sometimes
True.
you really feel like you're throwing it out. But the good thing is you still have good people around me who
Yes,
say
look
who
at you.
encourage you.
That's the most important thing.
Man like even Triple Bro, you get what I'm saying?
Triple
Yeah,
Bro got to
because
see yourself.
yes, man, Triple
Great
Bro in
memory.
our class by himself because someone introduced me to him and he said yes, he had this rhythm putting out and he sent me the rhythm and then I tell him that I come up with a mama song and so forth and that's how it is. And see the right now the mama song is so powerful.
There you go.
And
And it actually
yes,
is.
so
Actually is.
people like Triple Bro educated, yes, give it the strength and encouragement and things as a G-Ray sound and good. So we still give thanks to people like Triple Bro and even other people in my corner same way. A
Yes.
man like
Yeah.
Sheldon, Walla, Andre, and the whole Brown family. Man, I tell you, so there's a lot of people, even you right there, giving me a strength right now, even by having me on this show.
There you
So
go. There you
yes,
go.
man. So give thanks for you, and you're doing a great show, man, and keep doing what you're doing.
And I will definitely keep on doing what I'm doing because it's something that I love to do. And
Yes.
again, like me, there was a point where I'm like, do I have to do an interview this weekend? I just want to chill this weekend. I don't want to do anything. But I'm thinking, but then I come back to thinking, you know what? This is what I signed up for. It's something that I love to do, and I like to speak one on one with an artist and ask them questions that me myself would have liked to ask before I was on the
Yeah.
program, before I started the
Yes.
program. So these are questions that I'm not only asking for myself, I'm also asking
Yeah.
for the rest of the world. Because sometimes you know artists,
Yes.
but you don't know the personal things about them. So for me to ask you, oh, how
Yes.
much siblings you got? Not everybody knows that. Not everybody
That's
know
true.
what
That's
school you
true.
went to. Not everybody know how long you've actually been struggling to get to where you need to
That's
be.
true.
So these are
That's true.
questions that I personally want to ask every single artist, individual artist that I've interviewed.
Yes.
Some
Yes.
of the question that comes back to each and every artist, but because it's a personal question that I want to know. It's a personal question that
Yes.
my
Yes.
friends
Yes.
want to know. It's a personal question that the audience want to know. So you will still hear me ask some of the same questions from a reggae artist to a dancehall artist, whether he's male or female, because these things are important to us. That's also a fan. That's also following you guys. That's also listening to you guys music
Yes.
and buy your ticket and go and watch you in a live concert. So we want to know.
Yes. Yes.
So these
Yes.
things to me are important. So that's why I ask most of the time the same question comes back to every different artist. And every artist I ask them some personal question that I don't ask the other, and I don't get into their personal background. It's always musical, and we keep it into the music genre, and we ain't trying to get in nobody's business coming on nobody in the mind. It's gonna feel like that. Uh-huh.
Yes, man, you're doing a
So,
great job and you're keeping it professional. I love it.
and that's the way it's supposed to be. So,
Yes,
G,
yes.
you've actually answered all 30 questions and some.
All the time run off very fast,
No,
man.
it was an hour. Remember,
Great
I
to
was
be
I
at
was on the
home.
live before you came on. I was playing your songs them over and over. So
Yes, yes,
now
yes.
talking to you, the time catch up was exactly an hour.
Yes,
It's
yes,
been
yes.
exactly an hour. So I just want to say, you could go ahead and tell the audience on what platform they can find you on, whether it's IG, YouTube, Vivo, Facebook, Spotify, all of that. You can go ahead and tell them on what platform they can reach you on.
Okay, well, you can find me on IG at G_Ray 91 Sky High. So I spell it G-Ray at GEERHAY.
Yeah,
So that G_Ray 91 Sky High. That is on IG, Instagram, and on Facebook, just simple G-Ray, and TikTok, simple G-Ray, and you can name it, just G-Ray. YouTube, Vivo channel, G-Ray. Just type in G-Ray, and it's, because we have to try to make it easy.
exactly.
Not trying to make it too difficult. So just G-Ray and you can find me.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
So, G-Way,
So,
if you want, you could like do a little bit of acapella for the people. It's up to you. You don't have to, because I never want an artist to feel like they're being putting on the spot. But if you want something for the people, the floor is yours.
no, no, that's easy, man. This one on the Triple Bro label, title Mama Cry.
Yeah.
Hey, Mama Cry, can't take it no more. Jaja promise to open the door. Wipe your tears, don't worry no more. Jaja promise to settle the score. Basket you carry water, mama still never falter. Every day life goes on. Faith strong like a tractor, hustle hard for the paper, never go astray. Hey, hey mama cry, can't take it no more. Jaja promise to open the door. Wipe your tears, don't worry no more. Jaja promise to settle the score. Papa him a sperm donor, belly bang not a owner. Mama kneel down and pray. She's a praying woman, no.
That's the way.
9 months worth of pain, through the sun and the rain, hoping for a change. Hey, mama cry, can't take it no more. Jaja promise to open the door. Wipe your tears, don't worry no more. Jaja promise to settle the score. Yes, man, I also want to introduce the world to this single here coming out soon on my label, between me and my partner Sheldon label, Ransom Music. So you can check out this one soon. Coming to you on all, I would say, most digital platforms.
Yeah.
So this one title, Reveal. Too much drugs and ammunition, too much different religion. Lead the youths in the right direction now. Corruption on the television, even on the radio station. Righteousness I declare right now. This one is real. Who can hear I go feel? The truth just got to reveal. King of kings, you burst the seal. This one is real. Who can hear I go feel? The truth just got to reveal. King of kings, you burst the seal. The poorer class has forsaken. The little that they have has been taken. The poor little heart is breaking now. The work is so hard every day, but you don't get no pay. Better will come your way one day. This one is real. We mother one in the who can hear go feel, you know? Yes, man, Tiger reveal. Yeah, man, coming out on my label, between me and Sheldon. So, yes, man, blessed love.
It's been a pleasure to have you on the NetJam platform, NetJam 2021. We
Yes,
definitely, as soon as whatever you have going on, EP, album, single, you want to put it out, you want to
yes,
highlight, you don't know, we are already on WhatsApp. You can send whatever you
yeah.
want to me over there. I will put it
Okay.
out on my platform, all major platforms. Because this is going to
Really,
YouTube,
really
it's going to
appreciate
be on
that. Really appreciate
IG,
that.
it's going to be in my status, and it's going to be on Facebook. So that's four platform that I'm going to upload the whole entire interview on. Send me your email so I
I
can.
will.
I don't know what happened last week. I tried to send the interview from last week through the email, but it wasn't going through. I hope yours does, but you
Okay.
try to send it to Triple Bro, or you send me an email through WhatsApp, and I'll try and send the interview to you. So again, I just want to say
I really
thank you
appreciate
very
that.
much. It's a pleasure to have you over here. Bless up yourself. Keep on doing what you're doing. Never stop, because I said today's for me, next week is for you, tomorrow is yours.
That's
Just do
that's
what you
that's
do
true.
best. And when the time is right, you'll get to where you need to be. And that's about it.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. I want to take time out to big up Triple Bro. Don't know.
Bless
Yes,
up
man,
yourself.
he's a very good person.
Yes,
Big up yourself, Triple
yes.
Bro. As you say, success Thomas. Yeah, man, just keep it real. Yeah, man, big up Sheldon, same way. Big up Andre, big up. There's so many people to big up. Big up Youth and G, Good Virgin, I don't know, King Perilous.
Yes.
There's so many people. Big up all of the Browns family, the whole of Clarendon. Big up Alicia, same way. Johnny's, the whole of the Brown family, Kimaya, big up on yourself. Yes, man. And big up my community, Ann Manil, big up TNR. There's so many to big up, but big up the whole world. As I say, I big up the Raymond family. Yes, man. And it's a pleasure to be here, and I really, really, really appreciate love this one, you know.
You're more
Yes,
than
man, give
welcome.
thanks
You're
and
more than welcome.
feel and hope.
Thank you
Yes,
very much. And again, like I said, do what you do best, and hope to see you in the future. And we will do more work together and do more interviewing
definitely.
together. So bless up yourself. Thank you guys very much
Same to you.
for joining the
Yes,
live
bless
with
up.
us. Thank you very much. And good night, everybody. And
It's
I'll
a
see you
pleasure.
guys
It's
next
a
week.
pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Good night.
Blessed, blessed, blessed. Yes, okay, blessed.